Hey guys, today I am walking outside. It's early spring, late winter, however you want to look at it. Depends how positive you are, right? We try to be positive in life because we believe in positive vibes bring what? Positive energy. You ever notice when you get angry or upset, what happens? Your blood pressure goes up. When you get happy, it goes down. That's probably God's way of telling you something. But anyhow, I have some trees here that I need to sort. I'm going to doctor them up a little bit. I don't really know, the whole story here about my trees that I'm acquiring. I just know they need a little love. It looks like they've been out through the winter. But I'm going to be raking all of this for a client of ours here. And we'll be mulching all of this as well. So what happens is we come through with like a rake and I pick up all of this debris. So essentially you'll have what you should be left with would look like this. Essentially, almost, without the big stick in the middle. And I then apply a top coat of mulch. Now, since this project is not next to a home, this mulch won't be a pesticide treated mulch. I don't like using mulch that's treated with bug killers. A lot of my clients need that though, because if you have a wood home, you don't want roaches. So, unfortunately, sometimes you have to use, bug killers. But that's okay. This here is the sign that we are going to be pressure washing this summer. And we are working diligently on getting the pressure washing to get rid of, example, like that rust stain. We'll get rid of that. This entire property will be mulched and made beautiful. And a job like this, it takes time and it takes skill and it's an art. People think something like this that was kind of already pre-landscaped, let's say, they think this is a 4-hour job. Well, if you do it right, it should be a 14-hour job because you need to make it look beautiful. What we do is an art. What we do is a skill, okay? We don't just dig holes. We plant trees that live 50 years. That's what we're into, okay? My boss also does snow plowing. What a cornball. Who does snow plowing, right? Come on. That sucks. But no, fortunately he don't make me do that. Thank God. But he does do some cool stuff, like brickwork, masonry work. He built this whole wall that you have right here in front of you, for example. Okay? He built that. He sells these stones every day. And that's what he does. So here at Painted Earth at 610-972-2628, not only is he doing landscaping and construction and tree installation, but this year we're going to be selling a lot of green giant arborvitae's. And we'll be selling those from our retail location right here on Route 212 in Springtown, Pennsylvania. We will be selling different stone, fertilizers, and some arts and crafts stuff. Nothing major in that, in that section. But that gives us access to the interior of our store. And then what we're going to be doing over here is this is like my little like wonderland of trees, okay? Now you come through back here and you wind up with he built all that. He built this, tons of years ago, like 15 years ago or something crazy. But back here, we have a lot of plants to sell. Ferns, boxwoods. I'm sure we'll have more green giant arborvitae. But we'll be selling our aquatic plants. We're going to take some of these ponds into the other greenhouse this year and start doing our aquatic plants. I'm getting out of shape. And we have some stone right now to work with, but obviously we haven't got our shipment in this season yet. Now, right here is some of my boss's equipment. So he has these buckets because he has excavators, and that gives us the ability to, there's no project we can't do basically with the insurances that he has, the licensing, the background. He actually graduated, I think it was from Drexel, as a landscape architect. Drexel or Duke or some nice school. I have to ask him. I forget the school now. What was it? Rutgers maybe? I forget. I have to ask him tomorrow. But dude's smart, right? So that's how come he can build such beautiful stuff. But anyway, back here in the background, you come into some different gravels that he will be storing back here this year. And now we sell gravel to customers. It's not really a place you can come and pick up gravel, but we actually might be getting into that side of the business, okay? My boss is crazy about recycling. I mean, he's a recycling nut. I could probably get him Prozac actually. But anyway, over here, he has this little junk pile. Because anything metal, he wants to make sure it gets recycled. Which, God bless him. I appreciate the effort, even though I don't do it as much as I should. But he does take recycling to a whole new level. Here we have some Riverstone, and on the aquatic end of business, especially in the fish tank end, if you were interested in these stones, we would take them, we would, wash them. They've been sitting outside for 10 years probably. And we would soak them. And we'd use different solutions to make sure that they were safe for fish tanks and ponds, whatever. He's built hundreds and hundreds of ponds. My boss builds ponds that are 4 acres, I think is his largest. Up here, some of the irrigation tubing that he's been using for some of his jobs he does. So when you see the diameter of this tubing, you can understand the massive work that he's trying to complete. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have big ass pipes because you're digging small ass holes, right? You have big pipes because you're digging big holes. But let's see what's down here. Got some more pondage and a nice view of Springtown, Pennsylvania. And that's where Painted Earth can be located, which is ran by David Becker. Okay. And some of the background on this guy is basically been doing landscaping since he was 17. He started a landscaping company for a competitor down the street at 17 years old. And I'm not going to mention that competitor in this video, but when you watch it, he did it. And he's doing it better now. That's for sure. But anyway, down here is where I get my water for my aquarium business. And as you see, I'm actually running, right, like this 100-foot hose all the way down to my fish shop. I know, life is hard. But tomorrow and the next day, we'll be putting the proper plumbing on the inside. And that there is going to give me the ability to bring to life really my fish collection. Because, bringing water in and out, it sucks. But when you have water inside, it's so much quicker. Especially drainage. I mean, drainage is really the money. Now, I'm actually selling my dirty fish tank water for $1 a gallon as fertilizer, I think. Because people seem to love fish tank water as fertilizer. Let me hear your thoughts and reviews on fish tank water. I've used it before for fertilizer with amazing success. But I've heard some horror stories too. So I want to know what your thoughts and opinions are. Again, if I sold someone some fish tank water as fertilizer, I would tell them they assume all the risk, because I don't truly know if it's a great idea. I've just had good success with it. But I bet you there's certain plants out there it would kill, depending on the pH levels. And man, if you had the wrong bacteria in there, or if you had too much dechlorinator still in the water for whatever reason, prime or whatever, I could see it being bad. But people love it. And I'll tell you the truth, I find it works. I really do. But again, I want to hear everybody else's views, It's not my views that are important. It's the views of the people that know what they're talking about. And I would definitely ask my boss what he thought about selling fish tank water as fertilizer, because he would know the right answer. And that's why I'm pretty damn lucky to be here, to be honest. This right here I have open now. I was going to lease it myself, but it's not going to work for my type of business. However, I am leasing this space right here. Again, in Springtown, Pennsylvania, just Google Painted Earth, David Becker. We're leasing this space. I mean, the ceilings are just unbelievable, right? The ceilings are just so cool. I mean, look at those lights. All that is just fucking beautiful. I mean, beautiful. Sorry to curse. I gotta cut that from the video. Make a note. But long story short, it's very beautiful and we'd love to lease it out. Have a great day.